This is the Ohio AgNet. I'm Joel Norwood, broadcasting from the Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by the Family Forest Carbon Program, where we help family forest owners get paid to improve the health of their woods. We start with news that USDA has announced they're significantly scaling back their plans to close offices that were originally listed under the Trump-era cost-cutting initiative. Now, the Department of Government Efficiency, known as DOGE, initially proposed shutting down 110 USDA offices. That number has now dropped to 49. And of that list, no closures, we're told, will affect local USDA service centers in Ohio or any other farm production and conservation county offices across the country. Those FPAC offices include Farm Service Agency and NRCS, vital for farmers, and they remain protected. USDA officials say some offices will still consolidate to cut lease costs, but core services for producers won't be disrupted. And speaking of Ohio news, we continue to highlight the major signing earlier this week between Ohio farm groups and representatives from Vietnam's ag sector. Our own Brianna Smith was there and heard from leaders such as Patty Mann, chair of the Ohio Corn Checkoff.
Exciting day for all of Ohio. It's a really big deal for them to come here and sign this MOU, and hopefully it's the start of a new chapter in trade with Ohio and Vietnam. And about a third of what we grow goes to export. So, I mean, these trade agreements are just so important to support our prices and, you know, just ensure that we keep doing what we love and keeping the farmers on the farm.
More from leaders of Ohio's farm groups online today at ohioagdat.com. The full video there. The signing part of a multi-state series of similar events. It represents goals of about $2 billion worth of American ag products to be purchased by Vietnam. Also today online, a special feature about highly pathogenic avian influenza and its impact not only on birds but also to dairy cattle. Over 1,000 herds infected nationwide, including one known in Ohio. Less deadly in cattle, but still causes significant drops in milk production and economic losses. Keep in mind pasteurization, critical to ensure milk safety. Veterinarian Fred Gingrich has more on our new Buckeye Barn Health series online today at ohioagnet.com. Elsewhere, U.S. ethanol production has climbed to its highest level in more than 2 months, according to the latest data from the Energy Information Administration. For the week ending May 30th, output averaged 1.105 million barrels per day. That's up from the 1.056 million the week prior. The Midwest led the gains, production rising to 1.047 million barrels daily. And two major industry groups that way, the National Oilseed Processors Association and the Corn Refiners Association, pushing back against recent comments by FDA Commissioner Marty Makary. He said seed oils are generally believed to be pro-inflammatory. In a joint statement, the group said those remarks contradict established science and could create unnecessary concern about seed oils. They point to large-scale studies showing seed oils are safe, nutritious, and widely used in the global food supply, including in infant formula. The FDA has not issued further clarification. Quick check of weather thanks to Seed Consultants, Simply Better Performance, online at seedconsultants.com. Over to Ryan.
Lingering clouds and a bit of moisture across Ohio still this afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you. We are winding down precipitation, but I'm not saying drying down just yet. Watching some drier weather try and push in tomorrow with a mix of clouds and sunshine, but down near the Ohio Valley, still seeing a light shower action holding on, and this bubbles into a significant round of moisture overnight tomorrow night through Sunday. Another 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain can come through 80% of Ohio. That is ahead of a frontal boundary that actually wants to pass on Monday that can add another 1/4 inch or so to it. Behind that, we are drying for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, but having moisture try and come back late week and into the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned to the Ohio AgNet. A quick break. We'll be right back with a look at markets.
Soybeans are making waves in aquaculture. As a top protein source for fish farming, soy meal is essential for producing sustainable, farm-raised fish. With fish farming as the fastest growing food sector, soybeans meet the demand for eco-friendly, nutritious options. From soybean fields to fish farms, soybeans power the farms that feed families. Brought to you by the Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Time for a look at what's driving markets today. Thanks to Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years. Ryan Metzger helps us wrap up the week.
This is Ryan Metzger with Flex Mercantile, providing you with your end-of-the-week technical outlook. We have July 25 corn futures with the first level of support at $4.34 and the first level of resistance at $4.43. July 25 soybean futures has the first level of support at $10.42 and the first level of resistance at $10.59. July 25 wheat futures has the first level of support seen at $5.41 and the first level of resistance at $5.49. Please visit our website, licensmercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
Quick look at market numbers today in Chicago. We're seeing things down a bit here at the midday check. July corn unchanged, $4.39.5 per bushel. December new crop corn down 2 1/4 to $4.46. Soybeans for July off 1/4 penny to $10.51.5, while new crop beans are off 1 3/4 to $10.31.5 per bushel. July wheat down a penny to $5.44.5. Markets brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. On the livestock side, we're largely seeing cattle march back some of their gains from yesterday. Feeder to cattle for September down $1.10 to $307.20 per hundredweight. Still a really strong price. June hogs up 45 cents to $101.30, and milk up close to 20 pennies. Have a great weekend. I'm Joel Norwood. This is the Ohio Ag Dat.